I'm Quentin D'Souza and this is Get Real Wealthy. On this episode, we're going to talk about the 5 golden rules of borrowing against equity.
Creating wealth, freedom, and security using real estate investing. This is Get Real Wealthy.
So, borrowing is considered a financial necessity, especially when it comes to investing in real estate. For 99% of the people, it's unavoidable. You're going to have a mortgage or you're going to have other debt in order to purchase those investment properties. But if you use it correctly, it can be used to strengthen a real estate portfolio, to grow it, to diversify it, to produce greater cash flow and more passive income. It's tempting to use the equity in your home as collateral for more mortgages, and certainly if you're investing to build a portfolio, it's a valid financial strategy. But whether you're considering borrowing against equity for investments or other purposes, make sure you follow these 5 rules. Number 1, beware of low-rate offers from banks and other financial institutions. There is an uncanny way that banks and financial institutions make borrowing look cheaper than it really is, particularly if there's a low introductory price or there is some sort of back-end bump in interest rates. Make sure that you take a look at the rates and how they could rise and what kind of shock that could cause you're investing in your portfolio. Number 2, always read the terms carefully. There may be penalties of early payment or balloon payments at the end of the term. And if you need to refinance, you may not be able to, or if you do, it'll be really expensive. Number 3, credit could harm your credit score and reduce your score altogether. If you're drawing from a line of credit, your credit could negatively affect, especially if you're trying to get a new mortgage on an investment property, your ability to do that. So understand how borrowing against your equity is going to affect your future ability to borrow a new mortgage on an investment property. Number 4, remember that all borrowing is risky, as well as lending. So if you have access to equity in your home, make sure you have plenty of wiggle room. For lenders, making a loan against equity in your home lessens their risk. They know that you don't want to lose your home, so you're going to do anything you can to avoid becoming homeless. For you, your risk is a lot higher because you could lose your home. So remember that there are risks associated with borrowing and lending. And number 5, examine the alternatives. Think about borrowing that you need to make and create a good, solid plan with well-researched investment properties that will enable you to build wealth, increase your passive income. But don't use that line of credit to go on a big holiday or buy an expensive toy like an ATV or a snowmobile. Okay? You want to make sure that you are borrowing in order to create and use your funds in order to create assets and income for yourself. The risk of borrowing badly is something that I really want you to consider. You could lose your home, your family, your livelihood. It does happen. Take some time and review your borrowing and measure your cash flow and follow the 5 golden rules of borrowing against your equity when you're assessing where you're getting that equity from, either from your personal house or your investment properties. And remember to understand where you are in the real estate cycle and adjust your strategy accordingly. All right, we'll see you on the next episode of Get Real Wealthy.
Make sure to check out getrealwealthy.com.
Until next time, I'm Quentin D'Souza. Get out there and take action. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are provided for information purposes only and should not be construed as an offer to buy or sell any securities or to make or consider an investment course of action. For more information, go to getrealwealthy.com.